it's true we had users get involved also. Now they are all in their own paths. So after all those events, I'm not having any of their gang in my For Hire series. Watch them serve the customers in person anymore because I thought of it that it's not needed. So from now on they will all watch them in the Space Theater. That means Devious Diesel, Fake Skip Dip and Jake will be off on their own getting jobs alone without their friends watching them in person. However, Devious Diesel For Hire 200 will have some of his friends working with him, but will not be watching them in person. And that means no more of adding troublemakers in their gangs, unless if it's outside and like some fans or troublemakers enter in the Space Hotel and get to know more about them. But it is not going to be old styled. Anyone can still do that if they want. But I'm not. This is another way I can improve my For Hire series if their gang members aren't involved as much. So as of Devious Diesel For Hire 200, Fake Skip Dip and Jake will not have their gang members watching them at all, and instead they'll watch in the Space Theater. It will be the new era to the For Hire saga, and some episodes are likely going to be longer. That's suggestion 4. On to the last 2. I know I'm aware I can't stop you from putting beatings in your For Hire series, but here's why I brought this up. Number 1, you don't physically touch or harm anyone in public. As I stated before, if you beat up an employee who treated you horribly, you would obviously get kicked out at a place or go to jail, because violence is wrong. It's the same thing if you were working aside with your enemy and you decided to beat them up for it. I know it's not real and it's supposed to be funny, but try not to make it very extreme. Putting out the scene where the bad employee is either severely injured or can't even move is not something funny, that is more of assault. I've seen some videos where employees like Levi, Gerald, Charmy B, Dark Bowser and Devious Diesel got beaten up in some of their jobs, but in some of those times, they have customers going too extreme on them, and that could be disturbing to some people. There was also an episode Gerald was on a wheelchair and got beaten up anyway. That is just way too extreme and can be offensive to people who once had to be on wheelchairs, and I'm not trying to call no one out. That also happened to Devious Diesel when he threw a plate at a girl and then her friend decided to attack him so bad, he got injured and had to wear some protection gear for the next few months. Then got worse when Dan Hemming and his father showed up, back when he was on his own son's side even during the Nasty Zogs Fun World episode. That is absolutely indeed an example of trying to put someone close to their death. But the good thing, we stopped that a while ago, so there you have it for this one. Never make the beating too extreme, or don't put any at all. You should want to put new storylines to the beginning of your For Hire series. The same old plots will get boring to viewers and won't bother to continue to watch at some point. So think of new and better plots that tell a story, or look at some scripts people send to help you put out a great story for that episode. It will make your episode better, make the appearances of customers have a bigger role, and make the story interesting. That's why your For Hire series will be better than ever. So I hope this taught you guys how to make your For Hire series a lot better and will make them much interesting than you did in the past. Also, just like with grounded videos, you shouldn't be complaining or attacking that person just because they still stick with their old plots, because they can do what they want. Don't have to like it if you don't, but let them be who they are so they don't have to deal with your complaints. As a lot of users said this, any video is okay, just as long as it's not cyberbullying anyone or something offensive in the community, and don't judge anyone else on how they do their For Hire series, and claims you to them are better than everyone else. because that is just insulting culture of everyone else's ways of doing their series. Great, okay, good, wonderful, amazing, or masterpiece. Let those users be who they are and let them do what they want. That's all for this message. I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye.